All right, welcome back, everyone, to day 8 of the Dominating Sunset Canyon series. I ended yesterday not super strong and find myself today ranked 279, which is not great. I do have 5 daily challenges because I was able to upgrade to VIP 9 after my alliance captured the altars last night and I got tons of gems. I used 20,000 gems to upgrade to VIP 9, which is pretty cool because now I get extra attempts. Totally pay to win ish. Okay, so now I have 5 attempts and 1 extra weekly ticket I could use if I needed to. Let's just kind of look and see where I am. I'm at 1596. So let's say I get 5 wins. And let's say each win is worth 16 points. Not sure it's actually going to be the case, but that would be worth, so that would end up being like, let's see, 16, 32, 64, like about 80 points from 16 wins. So if I take 1596 and I add 80, it'd be like 1676. So I can get that many points without too much effort. Let's say I ended up at 1676. I would be right in number 8, number 9. Hey, here's my friend Logic Bank. That's cool. That would be okay. However, what if all these people ahead of me had 16 less points? If he had 16 less, he'd be behind me. If he had 16 less, he'd be then behind me. If he had 16 less, he would still be behind me. And if this person had 16 less, they might also be behind me. So, and if I use the 6 ticket, I could definitely get ahead up to here. So my goal today, I'll show you some progress from my commanders, and then let's see if we can get up to top 5. And remember, we can't get there just based on adding, 80 points. So this is not enough. But if we add 80 points and we subtract 16 from several of these, maybe we can get into the top 5. So let me just show you where I'm at with my commanders. Since yesterday, I added 1 level to Sun Tzu. He was 42, or was 41. Now he's 42. I added a bunch of equipment to, not a bunch, I added this chest piece, which is refined and gives 5.5 defense to my Minamoto. I didn't add anything to City Keeper. I added 1 level to, I think, Kusanuki, and I also added these 2 pieces. In fact, this one is refined. That gives 10.5 archer defense, which is awesome. And this is no joke either. This gives plus 6 archer health, which is great. I talked a little bit about these pieces in yesterday's video. I also got another level in Cao skill. So now he is 5000. So he's doing pretty substantial damage, single target damage, 1400 damage. And he's causing the target to lose 40% attack. So this is an awesome secondary commander from Minamoto. I also gained, I might have gained a level on Joan of Arc, I don't remember. I definitely did gain another skill point on the Archer Commander's secondary commander. I got this from 2 to 3. So that is, the damage reduction is increased from 4% to 7%. I got another level to Ethelflood. She was direct damage 400 and damage reduction 10%. Now she is damage factor 500 and the debuff gives 15% reduction. I think that's it. I've been looking through other commanders to use. When I get a 5th March, I will make it involve Joan and Matilda. But for today, I still have only 4 marches. I did upgrade to City Hall 21 with all those resources that I got from the altars, and I am furiously upgrading archery range. I got to get this to level 21. I got to get this to level 21, and then upgrade the tavern, upgrade the wall. So it might be a couple of days, but in a couple of days, I'll have 5 marches, which will be cool. All right, so let's get to it here. Let's do some challenging. Let's see how high it'll let us go. I fell so far behind. That was a good one, actually. I feel so far behind that I can't even attack the top people yet, which is a bummer. I really probably should have stayed during the day up and not gotten so far behind. But let's attack this person. We'll just take out his cow real quick, and then we'll be okay. Where is it? Oh, cow is exposed. Great. Sure, this is probably fine. This will eliminate his cow quickly, and then I'll move on. Let's see how quick that cow dies being exposed to the infantry units that counter cavalry. Yep, he's dying quick. He's dying quick. And then as soon as this Belisarius dies, Sun Tzu can keep focusing on the other guys. Great, the cow died. That's fine. Okay, so let's see. I got 17 points. Awesome. 17 points. That's great. So let's see. Now who can we challenge? Boy, it'd be better to challenge someone higher. My theory about using challenges on the top players to reduce them, turns out I can't attack the top players, so that's not ideal. Note to self, do not let yourself fall this far behind, because then you can't even attack the top players. Here's the highest player I can probably attack. You can usually attack within 100. Okay, let's just take out that Sun Tzu. Where is he? He's there. Sure, that'll be fine. I mean, it's not really that great. He's got gathering commanders and Lohar, so he's not super competitive. But as soon as that Sun Tzu dies, we'll just take a look and see how we're at, and I'll just advance the video then. Yeah, this Lohar is not a commander that is competitive versus an equipped, talented player. All right, that's fine. 92. Let's see how high I can challenge now. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Can I go any higher than 10? 6. Yeah, he would be one of the ones that I want to move ahead, which is great. Can I attack it? Can I win? His Minamoto, he does have 5 marches, but his Minamoto is not expertised. I feel like I can probably take this out. And if I can lower his 1683 down into 1660, I will, if I could get up that high, I can move ahead of him. Or at least move him out of the way ahead of me. Okay, so let's challenge him. And let's find that Minamoto and find, oh, he put his Minamoto in front. Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, what counters cavalry? Infantry counters cavalry. So I'm going to put my strongest infantry right in his face. And Minamoto behind him. So the Ethelflaed debuff will hit 1 second after the Sun Tzu hits. And then a second later, Minamoto and Cao will both do monster damage while the debuff is present. Okay, the next highest is the Sun Tzu. Let's see. Do we let Sun Tzu tank a Sun Tzu or a Lohar Cao? That's a pretty strong Sun Tzu. So let's see what counters infantry, archers. Let's do this actually. Let's see if Kusunuki, remember he has all that nice new gear and he's a few levels higher. Let's see if he can take out Sun Tzu and put City Keeper down here. I'm at a disadvantage because I only have 4 marches and he has 5, but this will be interesting. I'm not sure that Kusunuki is going to be a great tank, but we're going to see how much advantage we get from archers countering infantry. Here we go. We want the Minamoto to die quickly, and I think this setup is optimizing for taking out that Minamoto. And we're going to find out if Sun Tzu can take out a lower, or if Kusunoki can take out a lower level Sun Tzu. The Minamoto is getting melted, which is awesome. And the Kusunoki is doing great against the Sun Tzu. I'm guessing this guy doesn't have equipment yet. Yeah, my Sun Tzu is hurting, but I was able to take out that Minamoto, and that was the goal, right? Like this the objective here was eliminate the Minamoto, which was the biggest risk, and then everything else comes secondary, and that's what happened. So the Kusunoki is doing great against this Sun Tzu. He was able to eliminate that. So now we're at 4v3, and even though our guys are in the red, look how great Minamoto is. I think even if he had higher levels, just my Minamoto being protected and then lasting so long into the fight, this Minamoto could clutch up and probably win, even if it was just 1v1 here. So actually all 4 of my commanders survived that fight, which is fabulous. And look at this, I got 18 points. So my estimates were a little low. Maybe I can get into the top 5. What do I have left? I have 2 regular challenges and 1 ticket. I'm at 1648. We need to challenge someone in the top 5 that we can win against. This guy is similar to the last fight. However, look at this. Look at this. Let's see where his Minamoto is. If his Minamoto is hidden and protected, I want nothing to do with him. If his Minamoto is out, I think we can do it. Oh, dang. Yeah, okay. Let's leave that as a backup plan. We can come back to him. But I would like to challenge someone else in the top 5 who ideally has only 4 marches. Top 6. It's okay. That's okay. He does have Expertise Minamoto, but he only has 4 marches, so he can't really... Well, let's go here. Yeah, let's go for this. Let's go for this. He would be ahead of me anyway. Well, we'll come back to him. This is better. Oh, man. A level 48 Expertise Minamoto. That thing's going to hit like a truck. However, if we want to get it into the top 5, we really need to eliminate number 4. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is probably the hardest fight that we've done. Where's the Minamoto? Dang, hidden behind a Sun Tzu. That is rough. That's rough. That's rough. Whew. Okay. Well, the stronger tank right now is Sun Tzu. Let's do the strategy of let's let Sun Tzu stay alive. We're going to sacrifice City Keeper. Sorry, sir. City Keeper, your job is to stay alive as long as possible, ideally long enough for Sun Tzu to kill his Mehmed. And then Sun Tzu will be able to come help. And, okay. Yikes. Let's say City Keeper is able to take out most of Sun Tzu. Maybe all, but unlikely to be all. What do we want to be hitting Sun Tzu and Minamoto after that? Infantry counters Minamoto. Archers will counter the rest of Sun Tzu. Okay, so let's say archers and City Keeper against Sun Tzu in the hopes of Sun Tzu dying at the same time City Keeper dies. And then we'll be left with Minamoto destroying my Kusunoki. Ideally, that all happens in the same time Sun Tzu and Minamoto kill both these 2 lower, and then we'll have a 2v1, my Minamoto Sun Tzu versus his Minamoto. Let's just see if it works out that way, or if it's going to be my first loss that I've taken intentionally. We're watching City Keeper, and we're going to see how quickly his Minamoto destroys my City Keeper. Ideally, best case scenario, City Keeper lives long enough to kill his Sun Tzu. And my Sun Tzu Minamoto's doing great. He's taken out his legendaries down there, which is awesome. If City Keeper can outlive Joan, that would be ideal. We're not expecting City Keeper to outlive Sun Tzu, and he didn't. But now we're down to 3v3, and Minamoto still has tons of health. So we're relying on getting down to 2v1. Oh, Look at the archer. Goodness gracious, archer, you are doing wonderful, sir. Great. So we actually got 3v1 versus the Minamoto, which is easier. Yeah, the archer did great. Goodness, I did not expect the archer to live against a level 46 expertise Minamoto. That's fabulous. 3 commanders stayed alive. So that dropped that guy I just fought, whoever it was. He should be out. He should not be ahead of me anymore. And I got 18 points. So we got to have someone else in the top 5 drop out. This guy would be great. This guy would be great. Let's see if we can challenge him, number 4. To get him out of the way. We can. Okay, so we need, if we were to fight him, we need to get this Sun Tzu out of the way. Hopefully this Minamoto is not behind the Sun Tzu, but let's see. So, okay, that's not horrible. This I can live with. This I can live with. Okay, so we need to eliminate the City Keeper quickly so that we can get to the Minamoto. Again, what counters City Keeper's infantry? Archers counter City Keeper's infantry. So we're going to do this, and we're going to hope that City Keeper dies quickly. We get to Minamoto. Even if City Keeper and Herman, we want City Keeper to take out Herman and City Keeper, Kusunuki to take out Minamoto, and then yeah, let's just watch it and see what happens. I guess I don't need to speculate. I can just sit and watch it and see what happens. We're going to see how long City Keeper can live. Ideally, longer than his City Keeper, despite being hit by the Herman as well. Because we want to get the archer free reign back to the Minamoto. Yeah, it's going down just how we'd expect. Our City Keeper is going to outlive his City Keeper. When his City Keeper dies, it'll expose Minamoto. Great. Now, Kusunuki has got to take on his Minamoto. Oh, his Minamoto still alive? Now we're 3v3. But our Minamoto is so strong. So much health left. And our Kusunuki did great too. Goodness gracious. Good job. Damage dealers, you're doing so good. Okay, now we're 3v2, and his guys are almost dead. Great. 3 commanders stayed alive. So now we're number 4. That's fabulous. Okay, we used all 5 challenge tickets. We have 1 ticket. Let's see. If we took out, let's say we could get, how many points we've been getting? Let's say we get 17 more points, okay? So that would put us at 1,700, which would not get us ahead of this guy unless we attacked him. If we did attack him, he would drop down to, it might be only 1,700. I feel like we could take him on, and we would probably get ahead of this guy, which might entice him to attack us. That's what actually I want. I normally might wait. I've got 5 more hours in this day. I normally might wait to do this last attack until closer to the reset. But what I would like to do is get into number 2 place, either 2 or tied with 3, to entice some of these guys to attack me. And to do that, I feel like if I attack him, he'll probably lose either 16 or 17. I'll probably get either 17 or 18. If I got 18, I would go ahead of him. If I got 17 and he lost 17, we'd be tied. Let's do it anyway. We're going to attack number 2 with our last opportunity to attack today. Oh, yes, please. Oh, what a breath of fresh air. He is exposing his Minamoto to us. Thank you, sir. That's very kind of you. Okay, what we want to happen here. This Ethelfled will do some damage. I would prefer Ethelfled to not blast my Sun Tzu. Here's one way to do it. Let's move City Keeper and Kusunuki up here. They will, I'm hoping, they will melt Ethelfled. She's higher level, but she's just not tanky enough. So these archers are going to counter the Ethelfled's infantry. Sarka, I believe, will go up. Doesn't really matter because Sarka I'm not scared of. but she will do some damage. What ideally would happen, these two go up, City Keeper tanks them both while Kusunuki destroys Ethelfled. Minamoto comes at Sun Tzu, and they die about the same rate. Maybe Sun Tzu dies early, but it doesn't matter because they'll be not decimated, but they'll be low in time for Minamoto to come and attack. I feel good about this. I feel good about this. Let's just make sure Sarka goes up. Yes, Sarka goes up. Great. We want Ethelfled to die quickly, and we want this half dome, this 180-degree AoE to not hit our Sun Tzu. Perfect. It's just out of range. So this should die pretty quickly, and then they can come down and help against the Minamoto. They probably don't need it. We might even end up this with 3 alive at the end again, because Ethelfled's going to die before anybody else. So Sun Tzu will probably die, but Minamoto can clutch it out down here while we wait for City Keeper and the Archer to kill Sarka. Yeah, great. Yeah, Sun Tzu dies, but that's totally fine. Minamoto has so much health left that he'll outlive Sun Tzu by himself, but also Sarka's going to die in a second here, and these will have 3v1 in just a moment. No, we'll have 3v2 until they die. Yeah. So even if Sun Tzu was stronger, we would have been fine there. Okay, up to 2. So that's great. That means we got 2 ahead. So this is going to if this guy has any confidence in his team at all, he will totally attack me. And it's a strong team. So let's just set our defenses and make sure they are how we want, because we're going to get an attack here before the end of the day. Yeah, here we go. We got into place 2, which is exactly where I wanted to get. We got a little bit higher than I was thinking because we got plus 18s and plus 17s instead of the plus 16s that I was expecting. So, but I am tapped out of challenges, and we'll just see what happens in the next 5 hours and see if any of these guys can attack me. One thing that's probably also going to happen is this guy is going to attack me, so he may push me down. We'll see if he pushes me down too far. That may have been one reason to not do the challenge at the end, stay in 4th place to avoid this guy's attention. But I'll post tomorrow and let you know how we did towards the end of the day. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you tomorrow.